Hi everyone, one of the questions I get most asked about property development is about utilities, and it can be a massive problem trying to get these in place. There's a lot to organise, and if you get it wrong, it's got big consequences, because obviously you've got people moving in. You may need temporary supplies like water, gas or electric to run the site. So I'm just going to run you through a few things, the way we do it. So we're on a site of 5 houses, and one of the things we've done on this site is we've got a 100-metre trench. It's quite a long trench, and the first thing we do is we dig down 800 mil, and that is to put in the water. So the water goes at the bottom. And then what we do is we backfill that. We put about 150 mil of sand or mud, something quite soft, put that back on the water pipes, and then we can put our gas and our electric in there as well. So we can put everything in the same trench. Some companies don't like it, but you can do it as long as they're sort of spread apart and they're not sort of sitting directly on top of each other. It's not too bad. So I'm just at the front of the main road here, and just down here, you can see the other side of this gas pipe, this one here, that is the 7-inch main water pipe. So these water pipes will go into that, and what they'll do is they'll come off that with a 63 mil main pipe, and then they'll put a 4-port valve that can feed 18 houses. In our case we've only got 5, then we'll have 5 individual water meters. I've also found the gas. This is the gas main. It runs just at the edge of the road, so even they didn't have to go onto the road to actually install it, they still like to put a traffic light system up, just because they're working so close to the road, and they didn't quite know whether it was going to be in the road or on the edge. Now these traffic light systems can take 90 days to get a permit from the council, so this is something that you've really got to be aware of when organising the works, because obviously that can cause a big delay. If you think you're going to put your gas on and then you ring up and they say, well actually we've just got to go and get a permit from the council, it's 3 months time, that can just cause massive delays. This is what also you've got to be careful of digging. This cable here is electric cable for a house over the road, so you can see it's not very deep. It's probably about 450 mil deep. It's got no tape across it, no sand, no warning, no ducting. We could have easily gone through that with the digger. So the other thing we've got in is our BT. So you can see this grey pipe running down here. These are the BT chambers that we build. So we build these in just so they can feed their cables at different stations. And you can see we've got a rope in there, and this rope goes all the way down the ducting so that we can pull all the wires through. This particular site we've got fibre broadband rather than copper. So it's like super fast broadband, really good selling feature for you know, if you're building houses to sell. A lot of people working from home. So that's quite important to have that if it's an option. Now, in our case, we didn't pay for that. It was free, but I know that OpenReach, they are looking to start charging developers for that service. I don't think it'd be extortionate, but just something to bear in mind. The utilities on this site for 5 houses cost us $28,000. That was money we had to pay up front. You've got to pay for these services up front, get them booked in. There's another BT chamber there. So with OpenReach, they do provide all the equipment. So they'll provide you with the ducting, the lids, all the fittings, the string, so the rope that we put through. They provide us with all that. You've just got to install it, you're your ground worker. I'll just show you on the bottom of that trench there. You can just see the water pipes at the bottom. The reason that bit was not buried is because you see that join. So we're allowed to backfill the water apart from anywhere where there's any joins, because they just want to see where it's joined. This particular run is bang on 100 metres, and if you go over 100 metres, you've got to collagate the pipe work, which means you've got to have it cleaned. But luckily we were right on 100 metres, so it weren't too bad. So just show you in this trench here, so you can see where your BT ducting goes round to the houses, goes up over there, and there's the gas. So you can see it comes through this big yellow ducting. So we put that in, which means we can backfill in the ground. So you can do an open dig where they come and lay the pipes in, but if you want to get on and put scaffolding up, sometimes you've got to put ducting in from the actual building over to the road where it's going to be connected. And I'll just show you this one. So this one here is electric, this ducting. They don't really like the rib stuff, but on a short run you can get away with it. We've put a drawstring in there already. And what we do is we just tie something like this on the end just to stop the rope going in. That won't pull through there. And then at the other end at the house, it's the same again. So I'll just show you on this house over here. So again, you can probably see in here, just at the bottom there, where the gas pipe comes through the ducting, and they put this hockey stick on into the meter box. And this one is electric ducting. We've just got to dig this back a bit, and there's just our drawstring that goes all the way through. On this particular site, we have got larger meter boxes for the electric, so they're going to do it so that it can upgrade to 3-phase in the future, because obviously people are starting to use electric cars, and this site needs to be ready so they haven't got to dig up the road, start laying new cables. Because the problem with electric cars, people have to trickle charge their car overnight. If everyone's going to drive electric cars, they're going to want to do that in 20 minutes, and to do that they're going to need more powerful supply. So you can see here, standard gas box size. Electric was the same size, but now they're this bit bigger. So again, it's just something good for our site. It's a good selling feature. It's future-proofed. So just show you in here again. You can see the gas pipe coming through the ducting. I mean, they've still left the drawstring in this one, and it comes up through the hockey stick into the gas box, and that's ready for the meter to be fitted. Let me just show you on this one again. So again, there's electric ready to go in. The other thing you'll see that we do is when we backfill, we just put a warning tape on there, just so that if anybody digs in the future, they can see what's underneath. So we do one for electric, one for gas. You don't need to do one for water, because obviously if you hit water, it's not really a catastrophe. You can turn the water off. It's not going to kill somebody, but of course electric and gas can. And this is the open reach one. So in here, this is our fibre cable. They supply this. This is a 30-metre one, that's why there's loads of excess. We don't need that, it just literally goes straight through to the wall. They'll come and put a cap in on here into this 2-inch ducting, and then that 2-inch ducting goes out there into the road. So we dug this trench last week. We've just had gas installed, so we fit the water pipes ourselves, then the gas came out. It's Sunday today, Monday the electric's going on. We've got all the BT in. Tomorrow we can backfill everything. The only thing we've got to leave open after they've laid the main electric cable is just where they're going to be joining these cables up. So we can backfill all these trenches, clear all the site up. We just need to leave 3 holes, which is where these electric cables are going to be joined. So Monday they're going to come and lay the cable, and then Tuesday and Wednesday the team will come out and join the electrics up. And then lastly, in this trench we've got this big black 90mm pipe going onto our sewer pump. So all these 5 houses come onto a sewer pump, pumps the water all the way around out to the front of the site, and we're going to connect into the vendor's inspection chamber that I bought the land from. That's cheap for us, so this cost us about 6,000 quid. If we wanted to go into the main road, it would have been about 45 grand, because the road there is 5 metres deep, the sewers are 5 metres deep, so it's a substantial job just to get the drainage all the way out there. I mean, yes, we've got a nice fall on there, but it would have been a big job to have gone down, and the quickest way for us to do this, and the simplest way, was to put this pumping chamber in here. It's about 10 foot deep, that is, and literally these got 2 pumps in here. It'll pump all the water out. This is the box that controls it all, and then down here, over there, we've got another duct which is going to be the landlord's supply. So basically these 5 properties will pay into a little kitty, and that will pay for the electric and the maintenance of that pump should anything go wrong. It's going to cost pennies to run per year, it's not going to be expensive, but it just means that the foul water can be pumped out into the sewer. And yeah, that's that simple thing for utilities. We use one company to organise all of this for us. I'm not saying it doesn't still come without challenges. You do still end up organising a lot of it yourself, but it's just quite good that you can use these companies to give you a quote on what it's going to cost. You know, one of the first things we do when we're looking at buying a site like this is we want to know whether this site's got capacity to take on these extra houses. So we knew that the telegraph pole out the front could cope with 5 houses. We knew there was adequate gas pressure, we knew there was water, we knew that gas was available. That's the other thing, don't just assume that gas is available, because it could stop. You know, we're the very last site on a village, and it could have just stopped back there. We may have had to put another main in, you know, but another 100 metres, could have been 20-30 grand for that, on top of our normal bills. So yeah, if you've got any questions about utilities, put them in the comments below. I teach this stuff to lots of developers, people who want to become developers, people who want to manage their own projects. I have a project management masterclass course where you can learn about all this sort of stuff, how to get it in place, who to use, and if you want to learn the whole development process, I have an online property developer's blueprint which teaches you how to find the land, get the funding, get the planning, put everything in place, build sites like this, and make life-changing money. And like if you've got any comments, put them in the comments below. Please like and subscribe for more videos like this, and we'll see you soon.